Prince and Archer Queen, a legendary love story. The Clash Royale arena was always loud, arrows flying, spells exploding, towers crumbling, but one fateful day, something far rarer than victory appeared: love. The first arrow. The prince was charging as usual, screaming at the top of his lungs. Charge! His lance gleamed, his horse galloped, the crowd roared, until whip! A glowing arrow zipped past and knocked him clean off his horse. He tumbled through the air like a sack of potatoes and landed in the river with a very undignified splash. On the bridge stood the Archer Queen, bow still raised, smirking. "Nice try, helmet boy." The prince crawled out, dripping wet. His armor was dented, his pride destroyed, but his heart was racing. He had been struck by something far more dangerous than any arrow. The struggle to impress. The prince immediately set out to win her heart. Unfortunately, romance was not his specialty. In one battle, he tried to show off by twirling his lance dramatically. Instead, he flung it into the river. In another, he galloped across the bridge shouting, "For my lady," only to get flattened by a log. The Archer Queen laughed so hard she nearly fell off the bridge. "You're supposed to hit the tower, not the floor." The prince turned bright red beneath his helmet. That was a tactical maneuver. Rivals for her heart. Winning her over wasn't going to be easy. Other troops wanted her attention too. The knight boasted about his majestic mustache. The wizard wrote fiery love poems, which usually burned up before she could read them. The lumberjack sang emotional axe ballads, though nobody understood the lyrics. The prince grew jealous. "Back off, she's mine," he shouted. The Archer Queen vanished with a smirk. "Yours? Think again." The prince spun in circles. "Wait, come back. Who am I supposed to embarrass myself in front of now?" Teammates at last. One glorious day, the matchmaking gods smiled. The prince and Archer Queen spawned on the same team. "Looks like we're allies today," she teased. The prince puffed out his chest. "Together, we are unstoppable." They high-fived dramatically. The crowd cheered. The sky glowed. It was perfect, until a rocket fell directly on their heads. Covered in soot, the prince coughed. "Best date ever." The Archer Queen laughed so hard her invisibility activated by accident. The training arc. Determined to truly earn her respect, the prince trained harder than ever. He charged logs until his horse fainted. He practiced heroic speeches in the mirror. "Oh fairest queen, your beauty, ugh, too cheesy." He even tried archery once, but shot himself in the foot. The Archer Queen secretly found his clumsy determination adorable. Watching him fall into the river over and over, she shook her head with a smile. 10 out of 10. For effort. Battlefield bravery. Their bond grew during a brutal match. A giant skeleton, balloon, and skeleton army stormed their tower. The prince panicked. "We're doomed." But the Archer Queen stepped forward calmly. "Relax. Watch and learn." She vanished, unleashed a storm of arrows, and wiped out the entire push. The tower was saved. The crowd went wild. The prince stared in awe. "You're incredible." She winked. "Took you this long to notice?" At that moment, he realized he wasn't just smitten, he was truly in love. The confession. That night, by the arena river, the prince gathered his courage. He polished his helmet 12 times, decorated his horse with flowers, and rehearsed his speech for hours. Finally, he galloped up to her. "Archer Queen," he stammered, "from the moment you shot me in the face, I knew you were the one. You haven't just pierced my armor, you pierced my heart." The arena went silent. Then the Archer Queen burst out laughing. "That's the cheesiest line I've ever heard." The prince's heart sank. "Oh. I understand." But she stepped closer, smiling. "Good thing I like cheese." She kissed him right on the helmet, leaving a red lipstick mark that would never, ever polish off. the legendary wedding. Their romance became the talk of the arena. Eventually, the king himself hosted their wedding. The baby dragons were flower girls, and accidentally set the carpet on fire. The hog rider was best man, shouting "Hog Rider" instead of vows. The bandit tried to steal the wedding cake, but was tackled by guards. When the archer queen walked down the aisle, the prince nearly fainted in his armor. The king boomed, "Do you, prince, promise to keep charging into danger even when it's a bad idea?" "I do." "And do you, archer queen, promise not to shoot him too hard when he annoys you?" "I'll try." The arena erupted in cheers as they kissed. Fireworks lit the sky, mini PKKA squeaked pancakes. And even the golem shed a tiny rock tear. Happily ever after. Now, whenever they fight side by side, the arena knows they're unstoppable. The prince charges, she covers him with arrows. She goes invisible, he distracts enemies by yelling too loudly. And when a rocket inevitably blows them up, they laugh together in the rubble. Because in Clash Royale, crowns and trophies may come and go. But true love? That's legendary forever. Rage and Radiance, the love story of Lumberjack and Battle Healer. The Clash Royale arena was never quiet. Arrows zipped, fireballs boomed, and the hog rider screamed his single word like he was auditioning for the world's loudest opera. But today, amidst the chaos, two unlikely forces of nature would collide, the wild lumberjack and the serene battle healer. First encounter. The lumberjack burst out of his card, swinging his axe like a maniac. "Raj," he shouted, charging straight toward the nearest tower. Unfortunately, his rage ended quickly when a mini PKKA smacked him square in the face, knocking him flat on his back. His rage spell bottle rolled away and shattered, flooding the arena in purple mist. When the smoke cleared, he opened his eyes, and saw her. The battle healer. Golden hair glowing, staff shining, moving with calm grace through the chaos. She reached down, touched his chest with her radiant hand, and his wounds vanished instantly. "You all right, big guy?" she asked softly. The lumberjack's jaw dropped. An angel, he thought. An actual angel. Then he realized he was drooling and quickly wiped his beard. Yeah. Totally fine. Just resting my eyes." She smiled knowingly. "Sure you were." Clumsy courtship. From that day forward, the lumberjack decided he had to win her heart. Easier said than done. One match, he tried to show off his strength by chopping down a tree near the arena river. He yelled, "Watch this," and swung his axe, only for the tree to topple the wrong way and land directly on top of him. The battle healer rushed over, giggling as she healed him. "Smooth move, lumberbabe." Another time, he tried writing her a love poem. Unfortunately, it just turned into the sound of axe swings and grunts on paper. She still kept it, though, framed it, even. Jealous rivals. It didn't take long before other troops noticed the battle healer too. The knight offered her protection and bragged about his shiny armor. The wizard set the ground on fire and declared, "For you, my flame shall never die," before accidentally setting his robe on fire. Even the giant tried to impress her by lifting 2 elixir collectors at once. The lumberjack fumed. His beard bristled. "Back off, she's mine," he roared, slamming his axe into the dirt so hard that the log rolled into the river. The battle healer just shook her head, amused. "Relax, Beardo. I can heal myself if I'm in trouble." "Yeah, but who's gonna heal my heart if you pick someone else?" he blurted. She blinked, then smirked. "Didn't know you were a poet, too. First date, arena style." Finally, luck put them on the same team. The lumberjack was pumped. "Best day ever." The battle healer laughed. "Just don't get yourself killed in the first 30 seconds. They pushed together, him charging like a madman, her gliding behind, healing every wound he took. At one point, he dove straight into a skeleton army, chopping and yelling, "This is for you." "Careful," she called, zapping his wounds away with golden light. He grinned through the chaos. Don't worry. Pain looks good on me. Just when things seemed perfect, a rocket landed on both of them. When the smoke cleared, the lumberjack coughed, beard singed. So, second date? She rolled her eyes but smiled. You're insane. Insanely in love, he shot back. The big confession. One night, after a long day of battles, the lumberjack found the battle healer sitting by the arena river, her golden staff glowing softly in the moonlight. He approached awkwardly, axe in one hand, rage bottle in the other. His heart hammered harder than his axe ever could. Hey, he muttered. Listen, I'm not good with words. Or poems. Or, not yelling. But ever since you healed me, I've felt like I've been raging on the inside. Not angry raging, love raging. The good kind. She stared at him for a long moment, her eyes shimmering. Then she burst out laughing. Did you just say love raging? His face turned crimson. Forget it. I'll just go chop a tree or something. But before he could leave, she touched his cheek gently. Relax, Beardo. I like you too. And with that, she leaned in and kissed him. His rage bottle slipped from his hand, smashing on the ground, filling the night with glowing purple mist as they kissed under the arena moonlight. The legendary wedding. Word of their romance spread quickly. Soon, the king himself arranged their wedding. The baby dragons were flower girls, spitting tiny fire petals. The hog rider was best man, yelling hog rider, every 5 seconds. The mini PKKA walked down the aisle holding pancakes instead of rings. The king cleared his throat. Do you, lumberjack, promise not to chop down the royal towers when you're angry? I'll try. And do you, battle healer, promise to heal this man's reckless injuries, no matter how many logs he faceplants into? Fine, she sighed, smiling. The crowd cheered as they kissed, rage bottles popping like champagne. Even the golem cracked a tiny smile and a tiny boulder. Happily ever after. Now, whenever they fight, the arena watches in awe. The lumberjack charges recklessly into danger, yelling his lungs out. The battle healer glides behind, glowing like the sun, patching him up every time he falls. And every once in a while, when the battle dust clears, they sneak a kiss behind the towers. Because in Clash Royale, battles may end, towers may fall, but their love? Their love is eternal, raging and radiant.